What's up, everybody? It's Brendan from Market Makers. When will Bitcoin make a decision? 17 days, a consolidation, constipation. It's driving everybody insane. Now, the good news is, the bullish news is, because Bitcoin's been behaving this way here on my daily time frame, we have alt trades that have been popping off. Okay, we traded VeChain, we traded XRP, we traded one, got a great pump on that. We had an XLM trade. We have a bunch of different little alts doing some big things. Okay, so that's something that we've been really successful with in the room. But I like to trade Bitcoin, and trading Bitcoin in this range is very, very difficult. Basically, it's like scalping, okay? But I wanted to show you this on the daily time frame because this is very important. So what are we looking at here? Well, this is a pitchfork. The blue line here, the red line is your median line, and here's your base of it, okay? So if I scroll down here, you can see this a little bit better. 64,855, the previous all-time high, down to the low, 28,790, up to the current all-time high. So why am I showing you this? Well, a couple of reasons. One, price is behaving very, very well with Fibonacci, okay? So let's look at this really quickly. You're trading in this upper quadrant of the pitchfork, which is bullish, okay? You don't want to be in this lower quadrant. The lower quadrant's easier to fall out of. So this is a bullish thing that Bitcoin is doing. Now you are in this range trading. Now let's look at this out. Let's look at this fib circle. So let me explain what Fibonacci is basically, okay? When you're using it in trading and you're using Fibonacci tools. The pitchfork has a retracement line, 0.5 on either side of the median line, okay? That's this green dotted line. Prices hit it, got rejected. Prices hit it, got rejected, okay? And you can see that here. Now, other Fibonacci tools, what they are is essentially pivot points for price. The reason I'm explaining this to you is because you see the fib circles here, okay? So every time we've encountered the fib circle, we've had a price pivot. Look at this. Had a nice pump here. Over here, price touched the fib circle, boom, really big dump, okay? Price touch fib circle, boom, really big dump. So we have a fib circle approaching. Now, when exactly will it hit? I can't tell you because it depends. I mean, if this bar goes straight up, it's going to hit it tonight at like 66.5, 67K. But if it just continues the way that it is, it looks like you're looking at sometime between the 13th, 14th, or 15th, okay? So if it does that sometime next week, sometime next weekend, you're going to see Bitcoin go up or you're going to see Bitcoin go down. It depends on the price action at the time. But what it has to do first is really deal with this green retracement line you can see here in the pitchfork because so far it just keeps getting rejected. Now let's go ahead into a smaller time frame and look at this a little bit more closely. So where are we? We're on the 1 hour time frame. As you can see, we had a red bat here. This was a previous Bitcoin trade that I did in the room, and it dropped the market all the way down to the 127. Okay, really nice price descension. And then we picked up a bearish dragon. We only got a few hundred-point drop off of this, basically a scalp, and now Bitcoin's pumping up. But let's see where this could pump to, okay? Because wherever you have a dragon, my favorite pattern likes to pay a visit. Not all the time, but quite often, and that is the black swan. So let's grab this and let me draw this, okay? So we have X. Is my magnet on? Magnet's not on, but it'll be pretty close. So let me go ahead and draw this for you guys so we can see potentially where this pump could go to. And draw here. It's sharing a lot of the same lines as you can see. However, we can go to the 2618 extension, and that'll take us right up here, 26. Let's get as close as we can. Come on. This is a lot easier when you have candles there. That's close enough. 2606. Okay, so basically where is this, guys? If price continues to pump up, you're pumping up towards that Gann resistance up there at 63.8. That is a key number. Remember, we've talked about this the last couple of videos, but in addition to that, see that green retracement line from the pitchfork? A lot of resistance here. This would be a good area if price comes up and starts printing some down candles and your momentum shifts downwards to take a really nice short because price should then descend back to one of these Gann levels, 62,550 or down here at 61.3, okay? Now, if you continue with bullish momentum, you'd be able to hold this as support potentially. But has that happened yet? Well, let's look at the 4 hour time frame because we go over this every video. So 4 hour time frame, guys. This 63.8 that I keep talking about is actually a 63,747 is the exact number, but look at this. Again, rejection. This was the D point validation of the Navarro pattern, also the X point of the Navarro pattern, okay? You just keep getting rejected. Every time you get rejected, you fall down, you make more patterns. These two patterns, the Navarro pattern and the red bat pattern, which captured this nice scam wick down, everybody called it the scam wick, 16.5% of Bitcoin price moves in these two patterns, okay? We have this bullish shark here, but to validate, you got to get below 58.9, and it doesn't look like Bitcoin wants to do that. It looks like Bitcoin wants to go up. So it looks like it wants to try that 63.8 again. Will it get there? Will it get rejected? We have to look at some indicators to see what the possibilities could be, okay? So let's look at some of our support and resistance indicators. One of my favorites, obviously, is Ichi, guys. Let's check out what Ichi's saying is going to happen. So, throw in a cloud. Let's see what we got. So, we're riding the support cloud on a 4-hour time frame. As you can see, price is pumping up, moving up towards that 63.8. However, take note, look how thin the support cloud is going forward. So Ichi is one of those few indicators that's super thin. Look at this. Ichi is one of the few indicators that predictively draws support and resistance, okay? Look at compared to this cloud right here. You want thick, billowy clouds for price support, okay? Because thin clouds are very easy to fall through. So Ichi knows if you come up here and you don't have upwards momentum, you're coming right back down and you're falling through the cloud, okay? Which makes me think, again, just confluence. If we get some downward bars, this is going to be a nice area to potentially take a short. So we'll be watching that very, very closely. Let's look at this on the 1-hour time frame, see what we have. Do note, we are above the 200 moving average in the 1 hour and the 4 hour. That is bullish. Again, the 1 hour moving average is very important. It's 6.5 months of trading range, so you want to be above that. So where's our Ichi? Here we go. And then we'll check out the trend regression as well, see where we're at. So Ichi, again, look how thin that support cloud is in the future, okay? So you got above through the resistance cloud, you're riding the moving averages, and you are pumping up. So again, this is very bullish. This is the key point. I mean, this is what it's all coming to, is the green retracement line, the 63.8, and your previous rejection point of multiple times. This is key. It's kind of funny because, you know, on my phone, the story popped up, so I sent it to myself to show you guys. So Bitcoin whale selling jumps while BTC price holds 60K and buyer snap up supply. This came out, whatever, a few hours ago. So this is obvious. Now, this is bullish and bearish. Now, what's bullish about this? Well, the bullish part is this is part of that range trading, right? So every time price drops to a certain level, low 60s, it gets bought back up. The bearish part of this is this article is alleging that most of the selling is coming from whales. Okay, whales and institutions. You need the whales and institutions to really jack up this price. This kind of goes hand in hand with that story I shared with you earlier about, you know, JP Morgan Chase saying that Bitcoin's overpriced. The actual value of Bitcoin should be about 35K. And if it gets to 35K, they could see 70K. They said right now it's very unattractive to enter, okay? And again, I know a lot of people get upset about stories like that. They call it FUD or whatever. This is an institutionally driven market, my friends, whether you like it or not. The institutions own the vast majority of the cryptos. Again, we go over this all the time. Top 5 cryptos, 90% owned by 1% of the wallets. That's hedge funds, that's banks. Jamie Dimon runs JP Morgan Chase. A couple days ago, he said, Bitcoin has no value, okay? Again, we all know that's bullshit. It doesn't matter what we know. It matters what the institutions and traditional bankers think because they're the ones that control billions of dollars and decide how to invest it, okay? So it's not a coincidence that a couple days later, his top analyst comes out and says Bitcoin's overpriced and needs to be 35K. Again, just things to watch, guys, because you got to start marrying news, macroeconomics together to see what Bitcoin could be doing with price. Because right now we're getting ready to test that key resistance level of 63.8 again. My prediction is we might get above it. But if this all holds true, this previous rejection points here that we keep going over and over again, you know, it looks like we're going to get rejected. We might get a couple bars above it, just like we did over here, and then fall back down. And that's what Ichi's saying too. There's very little support. Very little support if we get rejected, and we'll be range trading again. And again, we could easily be range trading until we get to that fib circle next week, which again is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, depending on the bar movement. And this 0.5 retracement point has been our market top, and it's an ascending angle. So that's good because it keeps getting a little bit higher, but Bitcoin has to keep getting higher to get above it. So we really got to pay attention to this fib circle and see what happens in this range, guys. Guys, if you like this type of TA, if you like the pattern trade, if you like Fibonacci tools, we use all of them. If you like taking alt trades, check out our Discord link in the video description. Come try us out. We got about 6,000 people there. It's a massive room, guys. We have TA, we have charts, we have Discord exclusive videos. We do live streams. It's a fun place to be. Meet a lot of really great people. The mods there are awesome. The admin team is awesome. The members are awesome. And guys, if you're not happy with your exchange, check out BitGet. Again, 2 exchanges early this week. Stop letting people withdraw money. A lot of scammers out there in this space. Be very careful where you keep your money, okay? BitGet, top 5 exchange by volume. Very liquid. I know this because I trade daily. If your stop loss gets hit, if your take profit gets hit, you don't lose a big chunk of money, okay? Very liquid exchange. It's very important. No VPN is needed, guys. You can register with an email, $630 in bonus. Use our link in the video description. Great place to trade. Love the people there. Fantastic exchange. Guys, have a great Sunday. Enjoy your dinner, breakfast, whatever time zone you're in. Watch Bitcoin, watch that 63.8. Let's see if we can get up there and let's see what happens, guys. Take care. Talk to you guys soon.